Hi, folks. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday to you for a special scent release here. And we've got the purple all going behind me because it matches the artwork here for Black Dragon. So we're going to bring in the owner of Mythical Beards, Andrew, and have a little chat with him, talk about all the products, the brand new scent release. Awesome deal we got for you tonight. And let's welcome in Andrew from Mythical. How are you, sir?
Everyone. Thanks for having me in, Brian.
Oh, man. Glad to do it. Been chatting behind the scenes here. We're used to doing the DM chats and not used to talking out loud. You're a talker. You're going to be good for my channel because I'm not so much a talker. We're going to let you carry it tonight.
I do like hearing myself talk from time to time.
Oh, let's see here. We got Adam in here. We've got Ellie. I saw Brian Stabler, Beards and Vinyl. Good to have you. And Animal Tracks. He said he was filling up the cart. He was filling up his cart and saw the IG link. Yeah, because you can stack some discounts and you do not want to miss tonight's deal. Now, I don't know if you've got everything all loaded up, ready to go with this brand new scent and this deal. Have you got everything live, ready to go?
Yeah, it's everything. Went live 10 minutes ago. Just
all right,
to be
well,
on the safe side.
I tell you what, let's talk about the new scent and then I'll tell everybody what the deal is. So I love the artwork. It reminds me of, now I'm kind of old here, the cartoon, the Gargoyles. It kind of reminds me of that, the color and just the way things look. So we've got Black Dragon. So on the label here, hey, Pete, got Pete in here, got Justin in here from Iowa. Good to see some other companies in here representing.
Hey, guys.
So this one it says Smoky Tobacco and Musk. And I don't know if you've let that out of the bag yet. So I don't know if that's been on your website or anything like that.
It's kind of been out there, but nothing too crazy. Basically, I realized I kind of hit gold on my tobacco blend when I redid Dragon back in May or June, and then what I did with Pecos Bill. So I just kind of figured I wanted to do more tobacco because that's the kind of stuff I like. And I took that tobacco base and said, what else should I do with it? What should I do different? So I did Old Saint Mick, which came out uh, end of November, beginning of November. Yep, which is cherry tobacco. And but back in July, I was trying to come up with something a little bit more masculine but subtle using the tobacco. And so I ended up doing a little bit of smoke. The smoke is actually coming from cedar charcoal
That
instead of actual campfire smoke. And then Indian white musk is the musk that's in it. So it's a little bit. Anybody that's used Pecos and my original Dragon, it's got a little bit more of the spice that you can notice out of the tobacco blend. Um, some people might get a little bit of cinnamon. It's not in there, but that's just kind of how it blends together. Um, it's very light smoke. I didn't want to overkill anybody.
it's
It's
not.
there.
I would not label it as a smoky scent. You
Yeah,
get
no,
you get a little bit now that you say it. It's like a little hint of cedar, not a bite to the cedar, but you get
yeah,
a little cedar and possibly the cinnamon kind of idea, even
yep,
though there's not cinnamon in it. I can definitely
yeah,
see that as you're explaining it more. Love it.
yeah.
One of the best tobacco blends on the market, guys. So if you're into
Thank you.
tobacco blends, you definitely want to check out Black Dragon, the newest one. Is Old Saint Mick still available? I thought I saw it on the
Yeah,
website.
yeah. So I'm going to keep Old Saint Mick and Krampus available until the end of February. I do have this one releasing and a couple others, so I wanted to. If you've looked at my website in the last like 3 months ago compared to now, I've probably cut about 30% of the scents off of it.
Yeah, you
Um,
used to have a ton, right? You have a
yeah,
ton of
yeah.
scents.
So I trimmed it down to confuse people a little bit less. So
And we'll go over all
um,
that tonight. But I tell you what,
yeah.
let's go ahead and unroll this deal because
Okay.
we got people that are filling up their carts. And if you've ever wanted to try Mythical, tonight is the night for it. So I'm gonna
Definitely.
make sure I get this right because you can actually stack two codes. So one
Yes.
code you can use Banjo 15 tonight, which is an affiliate code from myself, and that gives you not 15 but 25% off tonight.
Correct.
Plus, you can also use a second code, which would be February FEB10,
Correct.
FEB10, and that saves
Yep.
you an additional 10% off of that. Is that correct?
Correct. Yep. Yep. So you're able to get 35% off, and it's going to run until midnight Eastern the tomorrow. So
Tomorrow.
Tuesday. Right? Is it Tuesday? I don't even know what day it is anymore. Wednesday.
Yeah,
Oh.
I realized when I was getting ready to go live that I had this thing set for tomorrow night, and I had to go back and switch it real quick. Yeah, so Dagan agrees. Got some great products. I agree. Hey,
Thank you,
Gary, good
Dagan.
to see you in here. Jeff, good to see you. And do I remember right that you get free shipping at the $40 after all the
Yeah.
discounts? So if you get the
Correct. Yep.
$40, now would be a
Yeah.
time to stock up and try. If you've never tried Mythical or you like what you tried and you want to try some different scents, we're going to go over all of that tonight. Plus, you definitely want to check out the brand new release, Black Dragon. So let's take a look at the website and let's see if we can figure out where we can find the Black Dragon. Where can we find Black Dragon?
Oh, son of a. Let me make sure it shows up.
Because I still see the old Saint Mick and stuff.
1 second. That might not have added to that list.
Gotcha.
Let me
So
fix that right now.
no worries. All right. Brian says that if you haven't tried Mythical, definitely grab some. He loves the regular blend and the legend blend in oil, and the butter is in top 3 in the game. So appreciate you saying that, Brian, and chiming in. And I agree. It's a really, really good oil blend. All right. Animal Track says it's not showing, so we're working on
It
that.
should go to limited editions and it'll show up, and I'm adding it to one more spot right now,
Okay.
too.
So we're going to go to limited editions.
You might need to refresh the Legend series. Sorry.
The Legend
It
series.
should
I did
show up down there.
refresh.
And I always forget to add things. Mobile.
Yeah, I'm on my iPad, so this was a mobile one, I guess.
Nope, still not showing up. Son
It's
of
got to
a.
go through the World Wide Web, and it'll
Yeah.
come around in a minute.
Product sense. There it is. I'm just going to add it everywhere for now and I'll fix it later.
There you go. It's going to be everywhere, guys. This is going to be just all in your
Anywhere.
face. So yeah, I see
Yeah.
some guys chiming in with some of their best scents, and some of these I've tried, and some of them I haven't tried yet. So I'll give you my list. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sitting here, and I've tried a couple. I've tried a couple more that were samples that Andrew sent me. All right, Animal Track says it's up
All
now
right.
somewhere, so it is up.
Yeah. I added in a couple spots. I'll fix where it should show up later, but
All right.
I just added it to mobile. So the mobile might take a minute, but
Okay.
my bad.
So that this is in the Legend series only for the oil.
Yes, for
Okay.
now. I'm still working on trying to figure out a good plan for releasing new scents, testing them out. Should they be my original in my originals or not?
Gotcha.
I don't know why it's not. See if you click on shop by scent at the bottom. There it is. Yeah, underneath Mr. Hyde.
Oh, there it goes. Black Dragon, Smoky Tobacco Musk, right there. Boom.
Yep. There you go.
Oh, that's a good picture you got there. I
Thank
like
you.
that. All right, so let's talk. Okay, I see some people coming in here with Folieti, which I haven't tried, and I love mint, so I wanted to get that
All right, I'll have to send it to you.
Arctic mint blast. We get all the snow in there, right? So turn the snow back off. So let's see what else people said here. Folieti. All right, John Henry.
Yeah,
What's John Henry? What scent is that?
so John Henry was the first custom scent I ever did for a union group out of Maryland, and it is grilled peaches.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Sounds
so
good.
it's a little bit of grilled peaches. It is grilled peaches. So it's peaches using the same. I use the charcoal as my smoke scent more than I just don't like synthetic smoke. So I use the charcoal scent. Um, and it's that, a little bit of blueberry and some southern vanilla and toasted marshmallow to round it out.
Nice.
So it basically smells like a peach cobbler almost.
Can't beat that.
With
I
that,
love peach cobbler. I might like banana pudding a little bit better, but I don't want it in my beard products.
yeah,
All right,
no,
Cal
definitely not.
Bizzle, you're my man here. You said you like Rumpelstiltskin, which I really like. Now, as I'm trying all of these, they all have to me they all smell like mythical beard scents, which is good, right? They all have a certain something, and I think it's the carrier blend with the emu oil. Something about the
Yeah,
carrier blend has something to me that's recognizable, and then you just add your fragrance on top.
possibly
So
the red raspberry.
maybe
The red
so.
raspberry. If it's only my legend ones that smell like that, which I don't know if you've had. Actually, I don't even know if I sent you any of the others lately.
No,
Um,
I
the
think all I've had is
legends have
legends.
red raspberry, and the red raspberry actually has a I wouldn't say strong scent, but it's a noticeable scent, especially if it's and the unscented. The red raspberry and the pomegranate oil both have a little bit of fragrance to them. Not
Okay.
a lot, but it's got some sort of scent to it.
Now, I'm trying to figure out how I would rank these. I really like Rumpelstiltskin. I really liked Tituba, which was it blackberry something?
Yeah, blackberry lemonade.
Is it still available? No.
No, I
Okay, so
took
that
that
one's not
down.
available. I saw Rumpelstiltskin though.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
so
I love Rumpelstiltskin. I'm very surprised by how it came out. It was one of those.
yeah.
I had the opportunity to be a part of a beard competition at our local uh, German restaurant. It's
Mm-hmm.
like the number one German restaurant in Florida. They're huge. So they did their Oktoberfest, and their bartender's like, let's do a beard competition. And I know the owner, and she sent me a message and said, you should be involved. So I was like, shit, I got to put something out now like that that works for it. And I was like, it has to be beer. It's either pretzels or beer. So I honestly tried to uh, make beer into a fragrance by rendering it down, like actual beer into a fragrance. So
How'd that work?
it did not work.
I didn't think so.
No,
because
I
I
had a
don't like
couple of
beer. I don't drink beer. I don't like the smell of beer. I've had another scent from another company, and it was supposed to be beer, but it smelled like natural hops. It didn't smell like beer.
oh yeah,
The Rumpelstiltskin surprised me. I really enjoyed. It's kind of like it's a nice cologne type
yeah,
scent, and with a I
yeah.
guess a
It's
little bit
it's
of a natural kind of beerish spin, but not
it's
much.
the fragrance notes out of the beer. It's not the hops. It's the other fragrance notes out of the beer that kind
Hmm.
of bring it in, um, which is kind of how. Um, it's might be surprising to hear, but I've got a terrible nose. I've got dry nose disease, so I can't pick up subtleties at all. So it's pretty much guessing and then going to my wife and saying, "Hey, what does this smell like?" So she's the final nose tester before anything leaves the house.
Well, I think you're both doing a great job.
Thank
By the
you.
way, most of these are pretty manly scents. I wouldn't call them rugged, but they are manly. So
Yeah,
I enjoy those kind of scents.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. We got Stevens in here. Cool. And I do want to talk about this one. Cal Bissell said he's on his fourth bottle of Father Time body spray. And I know Father Time sounds like a great scent, but let me show you that real quick. It's real pulled up right here. The body spray, which is not a lot of companies offer that. So how did the body spray come about?
So I actually tried making actual spray cologne, and it just did not move. It was with my last brand, and I could not get it to move. The cost of having to ship alcohol was like $8 minimum just to ship it. So obviously, the cost to sell it is up there as well, and it just never really caught on. So I was like, "Oh, what?" I feel like it's still. I had enough female friends and wives of friends that use my product that like we want to smell it, but we don't obviously have beards. So I found a fragrance, a linen and body spray, basically that, and then I just started mixing it until I found the right amount of uh, my fragrance blend to put in that wouldn't stain clothing or uh, that, and it does. I mean, obviously, it can't last forever because it's not alcohol based, but it lasts a good amount of time without being too powerful and without staining anything. Um, so I kind of made it uh, just kind of as an extra. Some people like it. I've got maybe 5 or 6 regulars that they don't have beards. That's all they do is buy body sprays because they like the scent.
Wow. Yeah, I figured Steven would like that Rumpelstiltskin. Did you do a video on that, Metal? I bet he did.
I
He,
believe so.
he reviews beers and stuff. Let's see. Oh yeah, so let's talk about this idea about custom scents. I don't know if I saw where you can make your own custom scent on
Yeah.
Mythical.
So
Is
if you
that?
go to shop by product and then get your own custom blend.
Look at that. Get your own custom blend. Click, click,
Yep.
click.
And I have 1 second. Let me show you. So I've got obviously my regular size tin.
Hmm.
There we are. This is the size that comes with the this way. There you
Nice.
go. So these are black Miron or violet Miron glass jars that are 3.4 ounces, and then we've got this way the 1.66 ounce bottles with the violet Miron glass as well. Um, and so the custom scent kind of came. Obviously, it's something that's similar to what Fables does and is doing. Um, I really wanted to practice, get better at blending, and I kind of saw this as a good way of doing that. I've done um, 2, 4, 6. I'm in the Beards and Vinyl is my 7th, and then Disney Beardsman will be my 8th custom scent since I started it in December.
Disney Beardman's
Outside
gonna
of
make you
John
do
Henry.
he's gonna make you do a barber shop. I know he will.
He hasn't actually told me yet, but I've really enjoyed doing it. A lot of the guys are coming up with unique stuff that I wouldn't have thought of on the top of my head. It's getting a lot more, giving me more practice, which I like, and just kind of adding more to the Mythical Beards arsenal of products that I could eventually put out. I don't want to put out all of them at once because I do have several that I could put out right now, but I am going to keep doing it a little bit more. Like you said, I don't know if I'm going to go full blown scent of the month yet, but it kind of gives me the ability to do that while testing to see what people like. Like I told you before this started, I'm never touching lemongrass again. It's awful, but people like it.
100% fine with me. I don't like it either. I think we have
Yeah,
pretty similar. I think we like similar taste for sure in scent
yeah,
profiles, which is
yep.
cool. By the way, just to remind you, we are releasing Black Dragon tonight. It's now available, and it is a very good scent. Awesome tobacco blend. Let me make sure I read the thing right here. So it's smoky tobacco musk, and hit the highlights on that one more time, Andrew, because you gave us a little more detail.
All right. So it is my signature tobacco blend, which has a little bit of spice. It's similar to the filler in a cigar, instead of the binder or the wrapper, not the filler or the binder. The and that's where you're going to get a good amount of spice and flavor in the cigar. And then I took that, I dumbed it down a little bit from our original Dragon, which is vanilla tobacco, and then changed. Instead of doing vanilla, I decided to do something a little bit smoky, but not full blown smoke, just reminiscent of smoke, which would be charred or charcoal cedar. So you're going to get a hint of wood, very, very little, as well as a hint of smoke. And then it's rounded out with Indian white musk. And
Awesome.
that kind of gives it a masculine but not overpowering scent to it.
Yeah, it's a really good scent. I've worn it probably 3 or 4 times with the oil, and
Thank
I've
you.
worn the butter a couple of times at night. I just put it in a while ago. Dan B, ask a good question. He's working right now. Would the sale be up after the stream? Yes, Dan. And I want to go over the sale again with everybody, but this will be good through tomorrow night. I think that's what you said, right, Andrew?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wednesday at midnight Eastern.
So a little bit different. He's got it set up right now where you can enter 2 different codes. A lot of times a company will just have one code that you can put in at a
Yep.
time. So this one you can put in 2. So if you use Banjo 15, you actually save 25%, and then you can use FEB 10 to save an additional 10%. And then once
Correct.
again, also if you get up to $40 threshold after all of your discounts, and you also qualify for free shipping. So if you haven't
Yep.
tried, now's the time to stock up and get your $40 worth and save 35%.
Yep.
So let's see.
Ryan, you cannot get Pecos alone anymore.
Oh,
I sold out of all of the oils, and I was trying to figure out a good way to get. Basically, I had Obsidian, Davy, and Pecos butters that weren't really moving. Um, so I just kind of decided to make them a. I don't like saying clearance because I'm not a clearance brand technically, but it's a clearance pack to get three of the limited edition butters.
all right. So Mike's asked me, what do I get? I'm guessing you're asking me, what do I get out of the Black Dragon? You get the tobacco to start with, but it's smooth. It's just a hint. All of his scents has just a hint of sweetness. I think it's from the carrier oil blend on it. And then you get the musk and something that's got a little spice to it. It's not exactly cinnamon, but it's kind of reminiscent of that. I think that's probably
Yep.
goes along with the tobacco
Yep.
spices that are in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. If you when you smell Old Saint Mick, you're gonna get that same spice that's in there, and it's the tobacco blend. It's something I could have gotten rid of, but I worked at a cigar bar. I was the manager, and I did all of the reviews for 6 years of
Mm-hmm.
all the cigars. So I wanted to make it as true to a real cigar as possible.
Yeah,
Um,
really good.
Thank
And
you.
if you also like that kind of tobacco stuff, make sure you pick up Old Saint Mick while you're at it too. That is a little bit more potent
Definitely. Yeah.
on the tobacco, but it's got a nice cherry tobacco scent. Is Old
Yep.
Saint Mick.
Yeah. Mike B, yes, it is the same tobacco as Dragon, and it is the same tobacco as Old Saint Mick. Pecos, it was this blend plus some more tobacco. So this had my signature tobacco blend has 4 tobacco or 3 or 4 tobaccos in it. Pecos had 6.
Yeah, nice manly scent. That's high praise there. That
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, that's high praise when the wife always says, "Wear something mythical." So let's talk a little bit about how you started. I know maybe you at some point you did a rebrand or a
Yep.
relaunch or something like
Yep.
that, and then the big splash you had last year is when you came out with the Folietti with the collab. So again, walk us through that
Definitely
a little bit of history
look.
there.
So legally, I can't get into all the details,
Okay.
but I was another brand until December of 2020. Jeez, I can't even think that far back. So basically, I started Mythical Beards December of 2020, and decided to basically redo how I did everything. I was trying to think of things. I was trying to force growth prior, and not really learning anything. It was all that I literally had the same sense for. It's had the same 8 cents for 4 years, and not wonder and kept wondering why nothing was really moving, changing, or growing. So I found Alberto, my artist, and said, "These are my original scents. This is what I want to come up with." So I kept the same scents, but just added new artwork. Relaunched with them, and then February of 2021, I came out with my first actual new scents, which were Dr. Jekyll and Mr.
Uh-huh.
Hyde, which were based on 2 semi-pro wrestlers. I guess they are pro wrestlers, Lady Frost and Real Savage Gentleman. And they're wrestlers up in Pittsburgh. She just got signed to Impact, which is a big deal.
Cool.
And so I came out with their scents, and I kind of made it Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, kind of, since they're a couple. I thought that was a cool dad pun.
Mm-hmm.
I love my dad jokes. So I did that. And then at the same time, I came out with the Emu blend because I knew I needed to do something different. So I had my original blend, and then 50/50 Emu came out in February as well. When I came out with their scents, Mick Foley ended up buying those scents, and they Real Savage Gentleman sent me a text. He's like, "So did you see a order from a Michael Foley?" And I was like, "Yeah, what about it?" He's like, "It's Mick," and I was like, "Oh crap!" And I freaked out a little bit.
I
So
would
I
have
sent
to.
him like one of everything. I literally, like, he ordered 2 things, and I sent him one of everything, and I was like, "You better love this." And I'd say like 2 weeks later, he posted, Mick Foley posted on Twitter, and then sent me a message asking me for a mint scent, and my mint scent wasn't strong enough for him, so I was like, "Sure, I can come up with a custom scent." And 2 months later, he said, "Why don't we call it Folietti?" I was like, "All right," and kind of blew up from there. I did the launch in I think April 8th or 9th, something like that, last year, with Dan C. And that was a crazy. It literally just blew up from there. Um, Folietti is still, in my mind, it's probably the best mint scent on the market. It's
Oh,
very,
I
very
love mint
strong.
scents. I'm gonna have to have that one compared. I'm gonna have to get that.
And it just, everybody loves it. It keeps going. Mick, I made Old Saint Mick for Mick because his Christmas memory was the pipe tobacco candles from Yankee Candle,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "I still love Folietti more." I'm like, "All right, well, I guess." It's just kind of been crazy, and honestly, I really feel like the artwork really kind of helps just separate me from some of the other brands. Um, it's a little bit different, a little bit cartoonish without being obscene or too far out there to really know what you're doing. Um, and I just kind of, uh, it's just kind of grown since then. I realized I needed to keep putting out new scents. I've met, uh, let's see, I mean, literally just every month I'd meet somebody new that would give me some advice or change something. And then, really, I'd say the biggest change, I met Jeremy Wiggs. He's on Instagram. I met him, and he started giving me honest feedback about my scents, which was probably the biggest thing that happened to me, because I was like, all right, well, I guess I should redo some scents or come out with new scents. And I started working with him and sending him stuff, and really just I think that's really what kicked me in the butt to be a better blender, to try some different things for once and to keep coming out with new scents. And basically, because of him, I came out with Father Time for Father's Day last year, and Obsidian Butterfly at the same time. And it kind of blew up from there.
Awesome.
And it's been fun. I really do enjoy putting out new scents, coming up with uh, folklore, cryptids, or stuff that I can use for it. Obviously, I've got a very long list of things I could use at this point.
Yeah, you can go so many different directions, right? With the
Yeah,
mythical creatures, but plus you're doing like John Henry and legends and that
yeah,
kind of stuff.
yep. I've got a whole list of actual um, mythological places that I want to do, not just
Oh,
creatures.
that's cool.
So that's going to be kind of like
So you can do like Atlantis or something like that.
yeah. Atlantis is actually number one. Yeah,
Shh.
yeah.
Anyway, we got some questions here, and I'll
All
go back
right.
to the questions just a second. But I did see one that just screams to me like we need to have a beard wash in the Folietti scent. Shower products with the invigoration of the mint there sounds really cool. All right, we got
Uh,
people asking for some recommendations here. So
all right.
Ryan
My
asked, "What are your
top
top
three
three?"
scents. My top three scents are Pecos, which excuse me, you can only get in that 3-pack of butter currently. Rumpelstiltskin's number two, and honestly, Black Dragon right now is my number three. Before Black Dragon actually was done, I would always go to Bigfoot because that was the first blend I ever made,
Oh,
which
that's
was
cool.
my cedar, fir, and pine. But I mix all of them with full Yeti occasionally, just for no
Yeah,
reason.
well, you can always put mint in anything, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If it were me,
Let's
I'll
see.
just tell you real quick the ones that I don't know if I can get it down to three. So I really enjoy Nessie. If you haven't tried Nessie, that's a really good one. It's a charred whiskey kind of scent. I do like the Black Dragon. And then next up on the ones I have full size of would be the Krampus from Christmas. And it's got a little bit of like a Christmas tree in it, but this also got a little bit of, is it orange and mint in it as well? Is that what it is? If I remember right?
Yeah, yeah. Orange, fir, and mint.
Orange, fir, and mint. So if you're a woodsy, minty kind of person like I am, that one would work. I also really like Rumpelstiltskin, but it was a small sample. I don't have that one anymore. But anyway, I haven't tried all of them, but those are some of the ones that I like that I've tried.
Sorry, daughter's waving at me and saying I'm not talking to her.
Talk to the girl. I thought you had to put her to bed before we started this thing.
Nah, no, she's going to bed now. Yeah. So let's see. There's a couple other questions.
Yeah. Do you try
So
to match the scent to the creature?
typically, yes, I will do my best to do that. Some of the customs, that's not happening because it's the customer's request on what they're doing. Um, so far, I really only have one out of that, which is the customer wants hippogriff, which is a griffin with a horse butt and lion claws. Um, if I did that back, I might have did that backwards, but he wants pineapple upside down cake. So that really doesn't fit, but I guess it kind of technically does. I don't know. But most of the time, they typically do match up. I've got another custom, which is Hercules, and it's the Nemean forest. So it's one of his trials that he goes through. So I do my best to find a way to make it match
Oh, cool.
somehow.
You could go like do the Odyssey and like do some of those places too.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
really cool.
I actually, speaking of the Odyssey, the Cyclops does not match its scent. It's a scent I don't have anymore, but it was bourbon pecan pie.
Mm.
That didn't match, but I don't really know what creature I could have picked to match with a bourbon pecan pie,
Yeah.
other than maybe an angry grandma.
I can just tell you've grown a lot in your scent
Yeah.
mixing and your thought process behind all of that stuff. That's cool
Yeah.
to hear that. And there's a couple of people asking about Nessie. Aldemir is really good. I like it. And Tommy asked, do you get an alcohol scent from Nessie? I don't. I mean, it's not like you wear it and
Yeah,
somebody's
you
going to say,
shouldn't.
You've been drinking. Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't get
no,
that at
it's
all.
a bourbon. It's a sweeter bourbon, so
Mm-hmm.
it's smell in bottle. It's almost pungent how sweet it is, and then once it
It's
hits your
almost like a
teeth,
fruit punch, just a little bit.
yeah, yeah, it's very sweet in bottle for some reason. But the second it warms up and hits your beard, it changes. I don't know how that happened.
It's magic. It's beard
Yeah,
magic. That's what that is.
it's mythical.
Yeah. Cal Bizzle
um,
agrees with me. Nessie is amazing. I think Cal Bizzle and I and us, Andrew,
yeah,
have similar taste as well. You can kind of see
I
the guys
agree.
that gravitate towards certain things. It's fun to see.
Yeah, honestly, I think Nessie. I had a couple people that just messaged me immediately when they got it and opened it. They're like, "This is terrible," and I was like, "Put it in beard," and they're like, "Oh, it's literally like a 180. It completely switches, and it's definitely one of my more unique scents. It's kind of one of those ones that I just kind of kept putting together and turned into what I basically forced it into what I wanted it instead of kind of going with the flow like normal.
Sometimes
Hi,
you got to
Kennedy.
manhandle it. Let me wave at her. What's her name?
Kennedy.
Hey, Kennedy.
There.
Mhm.
You want to come say hi, Kennedy? Just don't mash the keyboard, please.
Yeah, don't touch anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Come here. You gonna come say hi? You're gonna be famous now.
Hey, Kennedy. Come on
Come here.
over.
Ah! Say hi. Look at the camera. No, this way.
Hey,
Say
how are
hi.
you?
Yeah, you see them. You see him over there too. Say hi, Brian.
You too.
And you.
And you see you? You see Kennedy?
Are you famous now?
Everybody say, hey, Kennedy in the chat.
All right. You want to go back to mommy? Yeah. Say everybody buy everything. I'm a smeller. I
So
can't. I'll be
does
down in a
Kennedy
minute.
have a favorite scent?
Uh
She's a little too
no,
young.
no, she doesn't. She does like smelling them all though. She gets
Yeah.
very mad if you don't let her.
Does she have like a face she makes after she smells them, or does she go, mmm?
No, yeah, she does. Like, so let me show you the cups I use. So I've got these little sample cups there we go. Bring it down to my wife and be like, "Can you smell this?" And Kennedy goes, "I want to smell," just real close into them,
Love it.
and then makes the loudest sniffing sound possible.
What's your wife's favorite scent? And who was it that said their wife liked everything? I want to know what the wife's favorite scent is.
Let's see. My wife's favorite scent right now would be when I mix Rumpelstiltskin and Tatuba put together.
I would say that too. I like both of those. Those were the two. Those were the two little samples you gave me, and I used up all of those things. Those were good.
Yeah, so she liked that one. She's been liking some of the sweeter, but not like food sweet ones that I've done. She actually, not to talk about another brand, but she loves 8-Bits T-Ood Town. She really liked that one.
Yeah, I like that one as well.
Yeah. So she likes that one, and she's pregnant. So when she tells me what she wants me to wear, I wear it. So.
You better wear it. Don't be wearing something that makes her sick. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
congratulations.
she likes that. She's, for the most part, though, she likes almost everything except for Mr. Hyde. She just says it's too strong for her.
Is that peanut butter cups?
Yeah, the peanut butter cup. It's a strong one.
Yeah,
it's
I could see that one being.
Yeah.
Most of your scents, even though they're like manly, but most of them are pretty safe. They're not like way off the wall or way too foodie and that kind of stuff. But that I could see peanut butter cups being a pretty polarizing scent.
Yeah.
You either have to be in the mood or you have to really like peanut butter cups, I would imagine.
Yes. Yeah. You have to be very into peanut butter. Very into peanut butter.
And by the way, if you're just coming in, guys, welcome. We are releasing Black Dragon from Mythical Beards. It is a great smoky, tobacco, musky, kind of manly scent. And we're running a special deal that's good through tomorrow night. But if you can use the code BANJO15 to save 25%, plus the code FEB10 to save an additional 10%. So that gives you a total of 35% off. And then if you get $40 after all those discounts. That gives you free shipping as well, which would be the most bang for your buck. That's for sure.
Correct.
Beards and Vinyl says Obsidian Butterfly is the wife's favorite. I like that one as well. So that is a nice citrus, and starts citrus and then turns into a citrus cologne-ish vibe on the back end of that. But I really like that scent too. One of my favorite citrus type of scents, orangey, grapefruit kind of
Thank
stuff.
you. Yeah, that was probably the first one, excuse me, that I reached on calling it a cologne scent. Um, just because I put a couple different musks and a couple different ouds in there.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that's technically got some cologne in it.
Agreed. I would agree with
So
that.
I reached a little bit and called it a cologne scent, and it's really just like you said, it's kind of as you're breathing through it, you can get that cologne-y vibe to it.
Dan B said he's still rocking Mrs. Claus while there's still snow on the ground. I got that one too. That one's interesting. Most of the time you go cookies, it's like, sugar cookies or
sugar
something.
cookie, yeah.
This one is
ginger
snap.
Yeah,
It's got a little, that ginger's got the little bite to it.
Oh yeah. So I was going for ginger snap when I put this one together, and I was like, no, that's not it. So I tried adding something else. No, that's not it. So I added something else, and like 15 cents later, I was like, well, this smells really good. It's not what I expected, but and it works. I sent it to Josh, and he said his wife immediately started wanting to bake something, and I was like, well, I guess I did the right thing there.
Mission accomplished on that one.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your carrier oil blend, because you've got one that's where you get to that Legend series, you got a list of stuff this long. 13 things in it, and it's really good. Yeah. Let me see if I can find it on the website here. We'll go over that real quick. So it does have some emu in it for sure. Where do I need to go?
About Us and ingredients.
Oops, that's the wrong thing.
Uh-oh, Kennedy's coming back.
Hey, come on back, Kennedy.
It looks like 5 to 6 spoons. I'm not sure.
She's gonna play the spoons for us, or she's gonna eat 5 or 6 bowls of cereal at the same time.
One or the other, yeah. I don't know what she's doing, but it's like a horror movie. I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens.
So if you want just the original blend, maybe you're not into the emu oil for whatever reason. Yep. So you got the castor, avocado, argan, and jojoba, which is a solid list. And then the emu is just mix that with 50% emu oil, right?
Correct. Yep. It's my original blend, and then just straight 50% emu.
Awesome. And then here we go. Here is the limited series oil. So you have the emu oil blend, which is what we just already talked about. So the 50% emu and 50% other stuff. So that blend mixed with meadow foam, one of my favorites, Jamaican black castor, pomegranate, red raspberry, sea buckthorn, marula, squalane, and a partridge in a pear tree. And that's a solid, that's one of the best. I don't think you'll be hard pressed to find something you would say, hey, that's a better list of ingredients than what's in that.
Yeah, so this actually came about Bearded Horsepower. We were talking and just going. He did a ridiculous amount of research on carriers and the fatty acids, and the fatty acids are what's really important out of everything. So we were going through my list of the products, and then I just randomly decided I want the stuff that you only can get the fatty acids from. So there's certain products, meadow foam, Jamaican black castor, and pomegranate, that are the only ones that have that fatty acid. So if you don't have those in there and your beard is lacking in those, you're not going to get a better feeling beard like you're hoping. So I wanted to add those in. And then I also wanted to add a couple more of the rare ones that are very good for you, which red raspberry would be the main rare one. It's very expensive, which is honestly the red raspberry is the main reason that I had to push it up on the price. But I personally feel like standard Anglo-Saxon men, the original or the emu is going to do a good job. As you get older, the emu might be what you need, but anybody of any ethnic background, I'm the Eastern European and Jewish, so my beard is nice, curly and coarse. So I need as much as I can put into it as possible. And the second I started using red raspberry and sea buckthorn, I could tell a difference in my beard. So I knew I wanted to keep those in this blend.
That's awesome. And it feels great, guys. And then the butter, you got your limited series butter.
Dane, yeah, you can use both codes.
Yep, you can
You
use
can
both
use
codes.
Banjo 15 and Feb 10.
Yep. So let's see, original. Is the butter? Wait a minute.
Did that not populate? I got to fix that then.
Yeah.
Right. So we've got shea and mango butter, and then emu, argan, avocado, and jojoba. I took the castor out of the butter because castor smells like rancid peanuts, and it is impossible to cover up outside of certain things. And then the Legend Series butter, which looks like I need to probably, I got to fix that. Thanks. Troubleshooting 101.
That's what I'm here to. I'm here to help, however I can.
Yeah. So the Legend butter is the same blend. It's got shea, mango, emu, argan, avocado, and jojoba, and then it's also got every single one of the Legend oil carriers in it. So red raspberry, etc. And then I also added I'm trying to think of all the names. Baobab butter. Let me go look at them real quick because I don't have them memorized anymore. Let's see. There we go. We've got kokum, maru, turmeric, calendula, and baobab butters added to the other blend on top of everything else. And the turmeric is what's giving it that yellowish orange tint.
Cool. And don't forget, you can get the Paul Bunyan balm for your doggy.
Yep.
I see some people saying that they like that. And the butter is a little bit on the softer side. So if you like that nice soft butter, it's very, very soft. I prefer a harder butter. You know, I've talked to you behind the scenes about that, but you got your reasons for it, and I got my reasons why I like my, the harder
honestly,
balm.
The hard, I would do the hard butter just to make it through shipping more than anything else.
Yeah, makes sense.
I know it's my oil to butter ratio, so mine is, I would say it's close to 60% oil, more than I think some of the other companies are 60% solids, and that's probably the real difference. I'm kind of the mind. I mean, I know my prices aren't the cheapest, but I know my product lasts a long time because you don't need a lot of it because of how I blended it. So it kind of keeps me staying that way more so than anything else. I did end up, because of how soft everything was, I made my balm even harder. To kind of separate it even more because I had a very light hold balm, so now it's in the medium hold range. Cool. But yeah, as far as reblending it again, I don't know if I could yet, and I don't want to come up with another blend.
You don't need to. It doesn't sound like everybody loves it, and it works wonderful. Works wonderful. I just have my preference that I usually like a little harder butter. Let me know in the comments, guys. I say a lot of people said that they like the mythical butter, but do you like, and just in general, do you like softer butters, or butters that's got a little bit of oomph to it? And what else do you want to talk about? What's coming up? What do you have coming up? I know you've got all those special collabs that you're going to be releasing.
Sunday, I'm releasing 2 more.
Wow.
Yeah, I got let me pull these bad boys out. So with JPB, the bearded
the Bambino,
bearded Bambino. Too much glare. And then Jacinto with Diablo. So those are coming out. Jacinto is aquatic gunpowder. So it's kind of cool water mixed with gunpowder, gunmetal, a little bit of smoke. And then Bearded Bambino is a list. It is dirt. Yeah, you see your face on that one. So
I've had some
dirt,
with dirt.
lemongrass,
Oh,
leather,
ugh.
tobacco.
I don't like dirt. I don't like lemongrass. I don't like to,
Yeah. Dirt,
leather.
lemongrass, leather, tobacco, apple, and oud.
Just put everything
It
in there
is,
you don't like, mix it together, and see who buys it.
yeah, yeah. So I've told JPB this is not my favorite scent, and I will never do it again. But it's what he wanted, and it was what he had won the custom scent, so I did it for him. I hate lemongrass though. Oh, the scent just gives me
Might as well throw
terrible
some
memories.
patchouli in there while you're at it.
Yeah. um, the one other thing I should talk, Kyle Bizzle, Brian's talked about. I did come out with a beard wash and conditioner.
Cool.
It is high end, in my opinion. It is made for all types of hair, and it is very strong. Right now, it is unscented. It's mildly citrus, but once you're done drying off out of the shower, it goes away. But it's got the citrus essential oils in it just for the goodness in your beard. But it's I would say it doesn't lather as much as Beard Octanes, but it does lather up pretty well.
Is it more of a
But
daily
I like
wash
it.
or a
And it's,
stripping wash?
it is. I don't
In
even know how to
between?
describe it. It's not a full blown stripping wash.
Okay.
It's just a good daily wash, and it's got emu and Jamaican black castor in it
Oh,
as well.
wow. Yeah,
And so
I
does the
love daily
conditioner.
washes. Daily
Yeah,
washes are my thing.
yeah. So I've used it daily for almost a month now, just testing it. And the same thing with the conditioner. I use it a couple times a week, and my wife's noticed a difference in my beard, and it's definitely a good product. I stand behind it. Right now, they're live on the website with 8-ounce bottles, and you can buy them separate or together, obviously.
Cool. Where do I find that? I'll
That's
show it off. I don't see it by product.
oh, I got to fix that on your on the mobile still. I had to fix apparel and accessories possibly. I've been going through the website, having some issues. There you go. Conditioner, beard wash, and soap. Yep.
Cool.
I had a
So
very
1750 for 8 ounces is not a bad price at all.
yeah, I tried to keep it fair, more so than anything else. And then it's just the phoenix as the symbol for it. We've got the wash and the conditioner,
Two different
just in
colors. I
different
love it.
colors.
Love it.
And all the ingredients are listed there. I wanted to make sure everybody knew what they were getting. Um, and it is I don't make this myself. It's one of my suppliers. They give me, I buy uh, probably like 80% of my base ingredients from them, and they sent me this stuff when I was looking for possible washes, and
Mm-hmm.
they also sent me a couple of hemp ones, and I just feel like this one kind of gave me a better feel than the hemp ones did.
And Beards and Vinyl
But
says if you like pine tar soap, you've got a good one there as well. And I am perfectly good with you getting the wash and conditioner and buying them, getting them that way from somebody else. You start.
yeah,
Most guys don't
yeah,
realize
it's
when
too many
you start
chemicals.
messing with preservatives and water-based products, a
Yeah,
totally different ball game than oils and
yeah,
butters. Totally different.
yep, yeah. So that's pretty much it on the new stuff for now. I've got more stuff coming down the pipeline, but I'd say probably the uh, the biggest after all of this stuff coming out is going to be it's called the Sandman, and it's
Mm-hmm.
a real nighttime scent, which is going to be chamomile, lavender, and amber.
Yeah, I'm not
Just
a big
kind of a good,
lavender fan myself. For some reason, those nighttime scents that's got lavender in it, or if it's like a oatmeal honey kind of thing, I
Yeah.
like the idea of oatmeal honey, and then I always smell it, and it smells like girly, powdery kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Everything I've tried.
I've got 6 or 7 samples that I put together, and I started knocking them back, um, just based on, does this smell like a candle or not? Because if it smells
Yeah,
like a candle, I don't want it.
yeah. We need to make a
So
manly nighttime scent. That's what
yeah,
we need.
exactly.
Man,
It's
I'm a
going to be
man.
very chamomile forward, more than lavender forward, and I'm trying to make it not smell like potpourri either. So it's kind of a it's a balancing
It's
act.
hard,
And
right? Because you start going into the fragrances.
yeah,
It's real
yeah,
easy to either smell
like you said, the stuff blends different in my
yeah,
oil too.
you either smell like a candle or potpourri or Bath and Body Works hand soap is what a
Yeah,
lot of stuff ends up smelling like if you're
yeah,
not careful.
yep. And
You try.
that's pretty much what I'm working on with that. And then the next big one that's a joke that I'm taking it too far is called Florida Man, and it is going to be cannabis flower, beer, orange, possibly leather, and gunpowder.
Well, that's going to be interesting. That
Yeah,
could be good.
yeah,
I'm gonna reserve judgment on that one. That one could be good.
it's definitely a joke that I was like, wait. And then I mixed it and I was like, this actually doesn't smell that bad. This is a problem. So I decided to move forward with it. And it's pretty bad. It's the artwork, everything. I'm excited for it. Just completely outside of my normal scent profile that I would ever do.
Well, that's the thing
Um,
about doing the customs and all of that is you get to challenge yourself.
yeah. Yeah. And
Uh,
Beards and Vinyl probably next month.
Probably
It's
next
probably going
month.
to be in March. I
Cool.
want to try to obviously with 3 coming out in 1 week, I want to kind of spread it out a little bit.
Yeah. And if you guys have any more questions for Andrew, we're going to start wrapping it up here in just a couple minutes. I want to see if you guys have any questions. And Jeff said you need to check these out. You've been in a buying hold. If you were interested in Mythical Beards, you definitely now's the time to try it because you can save up to 35%. You can actually put in 2 codes. Most of the times that you got it locked, the owners lock that, so you can only put in 1 code. But
Yeah.
you can put in Banjo 15 to save 25%. You can also put in Feb 10, FEB 10
So
to save 10
combo
more.
didn't work. 1 second.
All right, Aldemir, we're going to work on that. Hey, Russ, good to see you in here, man. And then also, if you get $40 after the discounts, it should be a free shipping.
I've got a couple others that went through. Try adding it in the checkout, not the cart. And if it already went through Aldemir, I'll give you I'll refund the difference for you if you've already ordered it.
Hey, Nick, good to see you in here. Oh, no worries, Russ. No worries, Russ. I know there's other stuff going on. This was the only day we could come up with, and we had to get the time, the bedtimes and all of that stuff. So,
Huh. Yeah, I want to say, Aldemir, that it was possibly just a cookies issue because I got 5 others that went through with no issue. It's weird.
Andrew will fix you up there.
Yeah, I'll send you a refund for the 10%.
Okay, so Dagan says the same thing with 2 discounts was not working on him with him as well. He said he tried both ways in the cart and checkout, and it didn't work.
That's weird. I'm looking at 5 or 6 right now that just went through. Might be cookie issues on that end because it's not. I have it not blocked out at all. That's very weird.
Thank you for letting us know that, guys. And Andrew is on it. He will make it good. And yes, I do think Andrew's in Florida, right?
Yes, I am. I did one more thing, but yeah, it should be. Like I said, I've got a bunch here that it did go through already.
Could it be a mobile versus desktop thing? Oh,
yeah, it might be.
Well, Dagan said he tried both
or something on their end. Huh. Yeah, I don't know why I'm seeing. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that went through with no issue of both of them together. Yeah, it's weird. Huh. Yeah, Russ, I am.
Cool. When is
And
that?
I'll be,
March something?
that is like March 23rd, I
Oh,
believe. Either 23rd or 30th, something like that.
my spring break's like the second week in March, but
Okay.
that's not going to work. Must be an iPhone thing. I don't know. Aldemir Dagan said he tried it on the desktop too, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's really weird. Let's see. Let me fix it a different way for everybody. Banjo 15 is going to be worth 35% and won't stack with Feb 10 then.
There you
I'll just
go.
do it that way.
That'll work. So Banjo 15, try just that one code and see if it gives you 35%. I'm sure you might need to refresh everything to get that working. Let us know there,
Yeah.
Aldemir and Dagan, if that gives you the 35%.
The add.
Hey, Billy, good to see you, man. We are releasing Black Dragon
There
tonight,
you go. All right.
which is smoky
Okay.
tobacco musk.
Yeah, Aldemir, I'll send you the 10% back as a refund. I'll stand by my discounts. Yeah, so that should be so now Banjo 15 will work for 35% off and won't stack with Feb 10. So
Okay.
problem solved.
Dagan said it worked.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool. And then Aldemir said he'd already ordered, so
Yep.
he'll
Yep.
fix you
I'll
up.
send that refund back after this.
Cool. Anybody else have any questions, comments, or having any issues there on the website? Andrew, I'll let you tell your stuff there on the Black Dragon one more time here at the end
All
for
right.
some new
All right.
folks that just came in.
So Black Dragon is my signature tobacco blend, a little bit of spice based on a real cigar, not fake tobacco scents. And it's the same scent, that same tobacco out of my regular Dragon, which is vanilla tobacco. I took the vanilla out and I added charcoal cedar for a smoky scent, and you'll get a little bit of cedar, but not much, with the light smoke. And it's rounded out with Indian white musk, so it's a medium masculine cologne scent, basically at this point.
Yeah, and
Not too
I
strong,
would
not
call it
too weak.
tobacco
Yeah,
cologne.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really good,
So
manly. Lot of these mythical scents are nice and manly, which right up my alley. Yeah, Russ
thank
says
you,
that sounds good. I agree.
thank you very much.
And Andrew, I appreciate you coming on and
No problem.
hearing
Thank
more
you. I
about all your
appreciate having me.
scents and what's going on behind the scenes and get to see you on screen.
Getting attacked by stuff.
Don't let those cups turn over with all that good stuff in it.
Yeah.
All right,
Speaking
guys. So
of,
one more time,
what's coming up?
the deal got changed a little bit since we're not stacking codes. It's just going to be Banjo 15 is going to be worth 35%. Are you going to
Till
keep it that
midnight
way until
tomorrow.
tomorrow? Or are you going to try to
Yep.
redo the? You're going to do it like keep it like that? Okay.
Yep.
I'll make sure to advertise for it that
Yeah, I
way.
won't. It'll be easier. Obviously, some people are having issues with it. I don't understand why some people do and some people don't. Internet's beyond me.
All right. So Dagan got the Black Dragon and the beard wash. That's awesome.
Thanks, Dagan.
And Dan, appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys being here. And Andrew, always good talking to you, man.
Definitely.
And
Thank you very much. Everyone,
all
have
right,
a good
guys.
night.
All right. Angel says it all sounds good. I agree. Try as much as you can. Let me know how you like it. All right. It's great stuff. Guys, and we'll see you next time. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Have a good one. Thank you.